diggity, diggity dog. Breaking, diggity, diggity dog. Shark. Breaking. Diggity, diggity dog. Breaking, diggity, diggity dog.
Hi, I'm Benson, your host for the 33rd episode of the T40's podcast. Here with me are my good friends
Ryan,
Michael or Bandunk. Oh, wrong show.
and my name's Alexander.
And so if you would like to send us an email about the podcast, the address is podcast@tipping40s.com, and you can always leave us a voicemail at 218-666-8407. We've been getting a few voicemails, but we used to get more. I think some more people should call in, leave us some messages.
I'll call in, I promise.
Okay, good. So we've got a fun show lined up for today. First, Ryan's going to be telling us about Now That's What I Call Music. Then Alex will tell us about eating animals. And in a twist of events, Ryan will have another segment, which is about the consumer electronics show.
So if you don't like Ryan, stop listening now.
And lastly, so many stupid things happened this week that we'll actually be doing a Tipping 40's Top 10, which is unprecedented.
And also because nothing in movies happened this week.
Yeah.
That's true.
We're skipping the movies.
Yeah, we're not doing movies this week because really nothing went.
There was the People's Choice Awards.
Yeah, that matters. So let's hear some emails from Alex.
All right, so someone sent us an email suggesting for us to watch a specific Netflix movie. We haven't done that for a while. We're not sure if we're still going to do them, but if you guys want to watch a funny one, he says it's called Zone Troopers, featuring Nazis versus Americans in World War II Italy. He says then aliens show up. So
That's always great. Just throw aliens or zombies
That
or
sounds
something
pretty
in the middle
funny.
of your...
I wouldn't mind watching that and talking about it.
That sounds like a Misfits song.
It kind of does, actually.
Yeah.
we also got a couple emails from Paperline and Benjamin talking about when directors go bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
We talked
yeah.
about last
I
week.
read those. I thought the most interesting one was Rob Reiner. Because
Yeah.
after he
yeah.
made North, which is a fucking awful movie,
Yeah.
he never made a good movie ever again.
Yeah,
pretty
we're not going to
funny.
go over them, but we agree with a lot of your suggestions and stuff. But they said this guy said he liked Jackie Brown and Lost
not
Highway
bad.
and Lost Highway.
It's
Lost Highway's pretty bad.
I don't like Lost Highway. Jackie Brown isn't that bad, but I'm just not
Well, that
a
wasn't the
fan.
one you really picked. It was Death Proof, which is
Yeah, that movie
1,000 times
sucked.
worse than that. So, so yeah, those are our emails.
All right.
Those
Well,
are emails.
we also have a couple voicemails, so we'll go ahead and play those now.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
T40's. What's going on in Charleston, South Carolina? I'm about to go out and get fucked up in your name. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Goodbye. I love you.
He's getting fucked
I
up.
love you too, Dad.
Enjoy the South Carolina primaries. Have fun.
Thank you for sending a voicemail. We love you too.
South Carolina.
Yeah.
Did you say Charleston, Virginia, or something?
Oh, I thought you said Charleston. Is he Charleston, West Virginia?
He said Charleston, South Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Because there's a Charleston, West Virginia.
Here's another voicemail. This one actually applies a little bit to Alex's segment, which is serendipitous.
Yo, what up, guys? It's Spooks. Really quick suggestion for instant asshole as far as podcast. I was in the car the other day, and I saw a person with a bumper sticker that said, if slaughterhouses had glass walls, everybody would be a vegetarian. And I didn't think that was that bad, even though it's kind of smug or whatever. But then I saw a bumper sticker that said, human milk for human babies, cow milk for cow babies. And I thought that was literally the stupidest bumper sticker I had ever seen. And it made me think of what assholes militant PETA people are. And so I don't know if you guys have any interest in talking about that, but
Yes, we
I
do.
figured it was at least worth a groan.
So by their logic,
an
human meat
instant
for human
asshole,
babies?
the first thing I thought of. So, peace, guys.
No. Yeah, thanks.
Who calls them cow babies?
I couldn't hear the thing about water. What did it say?
For water. No, the other one said if slaughterhouses had
Oh,
glass
slaughter.
walls,
Okay, I see.
everyone would be a vegetarian.
I would still
Which
eat
is
because I've
not
seen
true.
the inside of slaughterhouses.
Yeah, me too.
Many times.
Yeah,
It's
the first
gross,
one. The
but
first
whatever.
one's stupid, but the other one is way worse.
Yeah.
You're suggesting that the entire dairy industry shut down unless all of it's made with breast milk. I don't understand what.
I don't think we need.
And it's
calcium
just
anymore.
babies or something.
No.
I think it's just babies they're talking about on the bumper sticker, but I don't know if they're applying that to everyone or what.
And what's a cow baby called? It's called a calf. That's right. It's not called
Yeah,
a
but that-
fucking cow baby.
Yeah, but you know, that's stupid. But come on, that doesn't sound as catchy.
Well, I know it's a word play.
Human milk for human babies, cow milk for calves. That sounds stupid.
Yeah, and people are like, "What's a calf? Isn't that my leg?"
Cow baby tastes pretty
Yes.
good. Gotta
Yes,
say.
it does.
Yeah,
It's called
Stick
veal.
that bitch in a box.
So
Force feed it.
So yeah, thanks for the voicemails, guys. And like I said, people send us some more. So yeah, let's move on to the beer of the week. This week we got another Dogfish Head, but I assure you it's fantastic. It's called Dogfish Head Fort, F-O-R-T, and
Are
it
no girls
has-
allowed?
Yes, it has.
You're fired.
I'm just ignoring you. It is a very alcoholic beer at 18%. And it's the world's strongest fruit beer, as advertised anyway.
So it's a lambic.
It's not a lambic
It's a fruit
because
beer.
Says like a raspberry and Belgian white.
Because it's
Yeah,
probably
it's a
not,
mix.
It's not.
It's a mix.
it's a mix of let's see, it says it's 91% Pils malt and 9% malted wheat is the mix of how it's brewed. But I don't know how you would define it separate from lambic, but I don't think
Lambic
it
has to
qualifies.
do with how the yeast.
Isn't it free yeast?
Yeah, it has to be free yeast.
Yeah.
So
But
it
I
makes
think
it more sour.
Alex can tell us a little bit about this beer.
Yeah, we went to one of our favorite places to get beer the other week, and I saw the girl putting up said Dogfish Head specialty. So I asked, "What's your specialty?" And she's like, "Oh, it's Dogfish Head Fort." She's like, "But it's 18%." I'm like, "Okay, so I got it."
Okay.
And it was that, and holy shit, it tastes like a lambic at first. It's like it feels like you just keep down it because it doesn't feel like 18.
Yeah.
It feels like it's almost like a 10 or something, like a 10%.
Mm-hmm.
If she didn't say that, that would have been bad. I would have just down that thing pretty fast. But after you get halfway through it was only like an 8-ounce glass. I didn't give you that much because it's 18%.
Maybe like 12, but yeah, it was small.
But after that, dude, that thing kicked my ass. So
It's interesting because like the bubble, like the frizzante, is like a prosecco. It's like a wine.
It almost tastes like a raspberry, like not soda, but like a.
what it tastes
so
like is
malty,
a
though.
very carbonated, very delicious lambic. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fantastic beer, but yeah, it's really alcoholic. So
Careful on that
watch
one.
yourself.
Yeah.
Alex got pretty drunk.
It's like Worldwide Stout is also 18% from Dogfish Head, and
Yeah.
that doesn't taste like it's 18%.
No, it doesn't. Though this tastes even
Well,
less.
it's funny because I had the
think.
22-ounce milk stout before. I don't feel a thing. Have like half that other thing. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, that was strong. All right. Well, that's a good beer. Go buy it if you can find it. It's got a girl on the label with like roses around her, so it's not too hard to spot. Yeah, let's hear from Ryan. I want to hear about what you call music.
Now that's
Not
what
this.
I call commercialism.
So now that's what I call music was basically a ploy by the big four labels to sell more records.
So
Smart.
Was
Yeah.
it was them in conjunction with each other?
Yes,
Like-
yes. Universal, EMI,
it's like
Sony
Roger
Music,
Rabbit.
Virgin.
Yeah, except these are terrible.
Roger Rabbit.
Except these are terrible.
Music town.
They all
instead of
decided.
Toontown.
They all decided in 1982 that they wanted more money. So they said, "Hey, why don't we recycle all these singles that were top hits and put them all on the same CD, record back then."
Perfect timing because that's when Top 40 radio started to come into play. Was in 80 and 81. That's when they started doing that.
Right.
Yeah. So the first Now compilation appeared in 1983 in the United Kingdom and Ireland, and
See, that's what I thought. I remember the commercials for the first Now CD.
They must have been
Swore I
repackaged.
did.
yeah,
right.
they redid them for many other countries. The United States, South Africa. There's some more down here,
Now
but
that's what I call apartheid.
but yeah, originally it started in England and Ireland, and then they
Okay.
rebranded it in the United
Because
States.
I just remember watching Nickelodeon having Now CD commercials all the fucking time.
Yeah, they were on a lot.
God, that makes me feel old.
Yeah, the first one,
Like
the first
finger high.
U.S. album was called Now, and it was in 1998. And then
Mm-hmm.
they changed it Now. That's why I call music for the second one, and then
Right,
they started
yeah.
doing them.
Mm-hmm.
The most recent one was Now. That's why I call music 40. It was released in November last year.
And it went number 2, right? I think it almost went number 1. Most of the time they do go number 1, by the way.
40 of these things since what year?
Well, for
98.
98 for the United States.
40.
Yeah.
And then there's also
The
Christmas
release-
ones.
Oh!
and
Yeah,
all that
well, they
shit.
release 3 a year, and they also have bonus special ones for like Now Estoy es música latino,
Yeah, right.
Ooh.
and now that's what I call country and shit like that.
Yeah, they had those.
Yeah, of the ones in the United States, 29 have received platinum certifications.
Holy shit.
That is
Yeah.
disturbing.
It's easy money, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's cashing in right
Yeah,
there.
those CDs sell really well for a month, and then they just.
What do you
fly
think
by
the
zero.
artist revenues are like on those?
Zero.
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 They
They
are
don't
zero.
get anything?
they probably
base-
get nothing.
No, they get nothing because basically
Wow.
how it works is that the companies I think pay to put a song on the CD.
That's a crime.
That's
a fucking crime.
That's why sometimes these albums have songs on them that were not hits.
Right.
There's only like usually 2 or 3.
They just
but
take one
they're-
from the label that they go, oh, this song,
This will definitely be a hit, and then it isn't. But then they're like, oh shit. Oh,
You gotta put
we got to
Oh,
sell it, got to put it somewhere.
Yeah.
So
Right.
since 1983, the series has amassed over 100 million sales.
So that it's one of the best-selling artists of all time, basically.
I guess, kinda.
If an advertising
Is that just-
executive
is that-
is considered an artist, then yes.
Is that just in the U.S. or what?
That's worldwide. That's for the
Worldwide.
entire thing. The most successful one is 1999's That's What I Call Music 44. I'm guessing it's the UK one.
Right.
We all know
Right.
what 40 is, which sold 2.3 million copies.
Hanson.
Oh,
Shit.
And it's the 46th best-selling album in UK chart history.
that's insane. That is insane.
Now That's Why I'll Call Music 69 sold
69, dude.
380,000 units in the first week. The biggest first week ever.
Damn, so it's even bigger in Britain.
Yeah, it's mainly in Britain, but
So that was the
Get
first
their
question I
crazy
had on
frog.
the email was how many have been sold total, and that's it.
yeah, that's a lot of fucking music. But yeah, they're all over the place in terms of like what countries they've released. Now That's Why I Call Music series in other countries such as the Asian region.
Oh wait, I got a question about
Australia,
that.
Canada,
That someone asked.
Europe, Egypt. Yeah.
Bill asked a question. All right.
Yeah.
He has it's a multiple choice question
Uh-oh.
made for
Those
you.
are the hardest ones.
Which one of these is an actual title for Now That's What I Call Music in its respective area? A. Now That's What I Call Arabia. B. Now That's What I Call Oceania. C. Now That's What I Call Turkey.
That's why I called Turkey.
D.
The
Now That's What I call
ball
Ottoman
commercial.
Empire.
I'm gonna have to go with Ottoman Empire.
The answer is A. Arabia. That's what I call Arabia.
Oh, which one was real or which one was made up?
Which one's real?
Oh, okay, sorry. I call Arabia. Sorry, I thought which one was fake. I was like Ottoman Empire.
No,
I
no, that's what I call Turkey is fake. That can't. That would be.
No, that was the real one.
Oh, that's what I call turkey. That's delicious. Oh God, Bill.
Yeah. So, I personally do own a Now That's Why I Call Music CD.
It's good.
It was given to me as a joke on my 24th birthday. It is Now That's Why Music 24. And I have to say, it's
bought
one
it
of the
for you?
worst CDs I've ever owned.
Yeah,
And
it's pretty bad.
I own Tub Thumping by Chubb and Wump.
That's worse. I'm sorry. That's worse than this. I've heard that CD. It's worse.
Who
than
bought that
this.
for you?
Ian did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a joke gift, obviously. He knows that I avoid pretty much anything related to pop music. But I kind of went through the CD this morning and just kind of took a unscientific survey of some of the music on there.
Tidbits.
Of the 20 songs on that CD, 6 of them contained autotune.
By the way, 5 of them are not hits. Like
Right.
they were not successful.
I
in
don't
the
even know
United
that,
States.
but yeah, 6 of them contained autotune. Only 8 of them actually had a melody that used an actual instrument.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
so like
Out of how many?
8. So 12 of them used like some crazy synths done in post or whatever.
course.
4 of them, I believe, I could make in GarageBand in 15 minutes.
Okay.
To give you an idea of what I'm talking about, let's play some music. I like music.
This is from the CD.
Okay, so listen to this bass line.
Louder.
Little. You hear this?
Yeah, I remember this song. This song was actually a minor hit.
This is Bow Wow featuring Chris Brown and Josh Austin, Shorty Like Mine.
I
But
do
listen
not
to this
remember.
bass line. This seriously took 15 minutes to produce.
Yeah. No, see, it's reduced. It's a.
They got finger snapping though.
Getting
Yeah.
down to the basics, the core of
Yeah.
music.
Also, one of the songs is Nickelback. So that should be.
So that one doesn't have real instruments.
But all these, I don't know, all this stuff, like, I'm listening to this music, and, I mean, I don't like pop music, but this is garbage music here. I don't understand, like, how any of this shit was popular.
High school kids.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, I got another question for you that Bill asked.
Well, while that does, let's play some other music on here. Which one's good?
Well,
you know which one to play.
If you're going to ask a question during it, you better drop the volume on that.
Here we go. So, that's good.
Let's listen to this for a while
Quiz
first.
round.
So what's your question when we listen to Fergal?
First, I'll ask the question, though. Have you guys actually bought a Now CD before?
No, I do know. I had a roommate that had the first Now CD, and he still owned it when I lived with him, and it was like in 2007. And I came home for lunch because I lived right next to my work, and he put it on and played Mbop.
I knew that was on the first one. Yeah, I was going to
and
ask that.
he walked out with these dumb 80s shades on, and he had a Glock in one hand and a pipe with weed in the other hand, and he was dancing to Mbop. And I was like, man, if a neighbor just looked over the wall, they would have no fucking clue what's going on here. It was one of the funniest things.
Yeah, I never bought any of them, but okay, here's another question from Bill. If you were employed to make the next and now, that's what I call music. What are the main 5 songs you would place on the new collection?
I would actually do a theme CD, like one of the special theme CDs I call now. That's what I call mariachi.
Yes.
And I have no idea what mariachi music.
Well, they're all the same.
5 songs on 95.1 in Phoenix.
Yeah,
They're
sure,
all the
got it.
same,
There you
man.
go.
Done.
It'd be great.
Alternatively, if you were to make a now, that's what I call hipster. What are the 5 main songs you would place on this CD? This is a group compilation.
It would be all Pitchfork best music tracks. So
Yeah,
just
pretty
get
much
the
take
top 5.
take the Pitchfork best
Just take
5.
all those,
Pretty
and
much.
that would be your list. But if I was doing an album, it would just be all Katy Perry songs. Because
you wanna make money.
Played on the radio.
Yeah, you want to
Yeah.
make money anyway. So
Maybe a Rihanna song.
True.
Okay, I got some more questions for you. People fucking love now CDs.
Apparently.
So Jesse says, now they've been making these now albums for a while. Have they settled into a specific way of organizing the songs in the albums? Like, do they start with something upbeat and put the slower stuff in the middle?
I don't know about that. I do know that.
Is it organized by alphabetically, popularity?
They release 3 a year, and I'm guessing they take what's popular at the time of release.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
I
within
don't
the
know.
last 2 months.
As for-
and songs they think will be popular in the next.
As for how the music itself is categorized, I don't know about any other CD, but on this CD, they have all the dance music in the front. The middle is kind of R&B-ish soul stuff, and then the last is shitty rock. So I don't know if that's how the other ones are done, but
Well, where are the good songs, though?
off the CD.
Another question was, he said he noticed that there's foreign countries have it now as well.
Yeah.
Do you know how many countries have now? Is there a
There's
number on that
list here.
somewhere?
There's a list here. I can read it off.
Does this guy...
just ballpark how
these
many
are
you
all
think it
from the
looks like.
same guy?
There's about
No, it's 3 people.
There's
Okay, I was
20
gonna
or
say,
so
this guy
here.
must fucking love that compilation.
Yeah, there's 20 or so here.
What's the worst country there?
The worst country. I'm not gonna say the worst country. I'm gonna say the
That's
country
like
that
Libya.
I'm gonna say the country I'm most surprised that has their own now music CD would be Czech Republic. I mean, is there too many?
What? Nothing wrong with Czech Republic.
There's nothing wrong with Czech Republic. I just didn't realize that Czech Republic had a big enough music scene where they had to release now that
It's
that's
probably
Czech
adopted
Republic.
music from other areas.
From the year. I guess it's from the entire European.
Nah, dude,
region.
Czech Republic's pretty European.
I actually
so.
have, a country close to Czech, even though they don't really like each other. I work with Slovakians, a lot of them, and I actually asked them about their pop music scene. I'm like, what's it like?
Is it just a lot of house techno?
He says
and stuff?
it's mostly European, successful European music, but there are a couple artists that are unique to Slovakia that are like icons that are not successful at all outside their country. So they're just local
Yeah, a lot
stars,
of countries have that, yeah.
which is weird.
Well, I don't got any more questions
That's-
about you guys.
I just have a question for you guys in general. What would you say is the worst series of compilation CDs? Would you say now is the worst, or is there another?
The Time Life's Power Ballads.
I remember those. Those were good.
Monster Rock.
Monster
my
Rock,
my
yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
brother would play that
Monster
all the
Rock's
time
bad.
when
Well-
he had parties at my mom's house, and I had to listen to Up All Night
The best one is
fucking
Jock
time.
Jams. So.
Jock
Jams
Jams
is
is
best.
great. The first Jock Jam CD is so hilarious.
What about the one you were talking about a little while ago?
Oh, that was
Pure moods.
Pure
we were
Mood.
talking about.
By the way,
If you like Enya, oh, you'll love Pure Moods then, because it's
What
all
about Yanni
fucking
though,
Enya.
man?
I think it was great because after 9/11, people started listening to Pure Moods more. Like it was kind of on the way out, and then they started advertising like, "Oh, people are depressed. Yo, let's give them this Pure Moods shit."
And then
that shit was on Nickelodeon all the time.
you know what other one was bad too? Not really bad that they made it. Bad that they had a series of them is Chant.
Oh
Those were
God,
because it's
Chant.
just Gregorian monks singing chant music, but they had a whole series of these CDs. How could you sit through more than one of those CDs?
Now
I don't
that's
understand.
what I call hymns.
Those sold millions of copies. They were
Yeah, oh yeah,
huge.
they did. It was unbelievable. So yeah, that's
That was interesting.
pretty good. I like that. Do you have anything else to
No, that's what I call segment.
add to?
Please stop making these.
They won't.
Well, that's not going to work. So
Just think of a teach you for someone else too.
I'll look for one.
okay, let's go to Alex about eating animals.
All right. I'm going to discuss eating specific animals.
And we should clarify that you wrote this before we got that email.
Oh yeah.
He means specific, like as in a specific animal, like Flipper. He
Yeah.
wants to eat Flipper specifically.
No.
I flipper.
I don't know. I think they'll
Fucking
be
mouthy little
nasty, man.
bitch.
I just want to kill them. I don't want to eat them. All right.
Quit squawking at me, flipper.
I know I've talked about vegetarians and vegans before, but this isn't really about vegetarians and vegans. It's just about certain people getting pissed about people eating certain animals, stuff like that.
It's more about meat eaters that are elitists.
Yeah. So first thing I want to say is that pretty much every animal on the planet gets eaten in some culture. There is no animal out there that doesn't get eaten. Maybe like tigers or endangered
even
animals
humans.
or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing that doesn't get eaten, so get over it, first of all.
I'm thinking those poison dart frogs. Those probably don't get eaten.
No, they just wash
You
them.
just gotta
and probably
prepare 'em
lie or
well.
something.
Frogs still get eaten. I'm
all about
just saying
preparation.
there's not like a, oh, no, I can't eat that, man. Oh.
Yeah.
You know, for instance, like eating dog and horse. Those are big ones that people kind of get pissed about. I've told many people before, I know Mike's told that before, that I really want to eat some dog pretty bad.
Yeah, just certain types.
Yeah, that's the best
Good,
thing.
lean, fat
That's the thing
necks.
best thing about dog. There's so many different types of dogs. You can get so many different types of meats to eat.
Yeah, they have
Right.
totally different
I mean,
diets.
for like cows, there's like what?
There's like 12.
There's Kobe cows, stuff like that. But I mean,
Yeah.
it's not that much of a difference. You're gonna get a big difference with like a fucking Saint Bernard and a Great Dane or
I
something.
wouldn't want Saint Bernard. Too much fat.
Yeah, I gotta say like a Labrador, Golden
Yeah.
Retriever.
You gotta
Those
get
are
a
good.
dog that
Or, like,
has.
Puppy.
Ridgeback.
Just a pup, just a little
Yeah.
puppy. Yeah, with a good mid-fat level.
Watch out,
content.
you're drooling a little.
Yeah, that sounds good. Slow cook that.
Salivating.
Yeah,
Sure,
great
eat
Greyhound
something,
would be pretty
feed it
nasty.
in a box.
What would you call if a calf is called veal? What would you call a puppy?
Puppy.
Puppy.
It's called puppy.
No, that would bother people.
Puppy
Call
love.
Fergalicious.
Purina.
it no.
Purina. That's a
Call
good
it
one.
Excelsior.
That sounds regal.
Sounds decadent. Have that
It's ambrosia.
ambrosia. Yeah, that's a good one.
What do you think would be like the best, like, would you eat it like a grilled piece of meat or like a burger or like, what
I
would
want
you
it
ground
in
it up?
stew.
In
I
a
want it in
stew?
stew.
Dog stew?
I think-
That would be
Like in
good.
wine and some.
I think it'd
carrots
be and
and
better like
stuff.
stir fried.
That
I
might
want
be
stir
good,
fried some
too.
vegetables. Get
Like
some
some
soy
like
sauce in there.
Asian beef style stuff.
Yeah, that could be good.
I don't know, it all depends on the dogs. See, that's what's so good about this. There's so many dogs. It's like I didn't like that one. Which one's next? Give me the next one.
It'd be great though because if that
On a
actually
fucking
became,
conveyor belt.
if that ever became culturally accepted, there would be like this one species of dog that would be completely fucked. Just be
Yeah.
like, where'd that type of dog go? No, we ate it all. It's fucking
Chihuahuas
gone.
no longer exist.
Oh,
Good.
stringy
Yeah.
rats. Yeah, that would be good. Too lean.
So like people always flip out like when I say that too, and
I've
I'm
had
serious
people
when I
out.
say that.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to help Sarah McLachlan out by putting dead dogs to use. All right.
Oh god.
You wouldn't want those dogs though. They got like
Yeah, they're like
cuffs
missing
on and shit.
eyeballs and
Yeah.
stuff.
I think the only problem with the whole dog being
I got
food
worms.
thing is that like people would go hunting for dog like in neighborhoods. Like people, if they were hungry, they would just go outside.
They just have
like,
dog slaughterhouses or something.
Well,
They're
if someone owns a pet pig, no one finds it acceptable if someone else just murders their animal and eats it.
Yeah, because
Sorry,
pet pigs
dibs.
aren't that common.
Yeah, that's one of the things people say to me. Like, well, dogs are domesticated. You can't eat them. Like, they're not domesticated
every
everywhere.
other animal.
You
Dude,
know, so
Dogs
these
are
other
way
animals-
smarter
I
than
know.
fucking cows.
Well, people have pigs as pets, and they're fucking way smarter than dogs.
Yeah.
Apparently, pigs
Yes,
are
they
crazy smart.
Pigs are extremely smart. Yes.
They just taste fucking good.
They love Trump.
Dogs just must not taste good. That has to
do.
be the reason why we're not eating them. I don't know what it is.
I don't.
No,
I don't
they
think that's
taste
why.
good.
It's the cultural implications of it. That's
This
why.
one, this animal a horse must not taste good. So
No, they taste really good.
I read an article about.
I would expect horses to taste good.
If they're the right type of horse, yeah.
I
Well-
would think
The best meat you can have.
I usually just eat Elmer's glue, so I don't know.
Yeah.
This is the hoof.
I mean paste, not glue.
I read an article a while back about horse slaughterhouses possibly coming back, and here's a quote from the article. I just Googled it real quick. It's from Fox News. It's the first one that came up on Google.
News.
Horse slaughterhouses could soon open back up in the United States. In 2006, Congress ended the funding for inspections of horse slaughterhouses. It had the effect of shutting them down. But recently, Congress reversed its decision. Advocates of the decision say the ban had unintended consequences that actually hurt horses. But some animal rights activists say lifting the ban is the worst thing that could happen to horses. Well, yeah, they're going to fucking die, but whatever.
Yeah, exactly. How is
Here's the
that?
thing. They won't, though, because there's still not a market to feed people horse.
It's not like they're grabbing racing horses in Canada.
That's
they're
just
going to
it
be
right there.
they're bred to be eaten. Then.
That's just it. That's the thing I have a problem with. It's not. It has nothing to do with like eating animals or whatever. The thing I have a problem with why people are so mad about it is because these things are something where if it was allowed and even culturally acceptable to some degree, people who didn't want to eat it could still just not eat it. I don't understand who cares. It's not relevant.
I mean, like ducks socially accepted, but because there's not a market for it in the United States, it's not really prevalent. You don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
lots of
I mean, if
ducks
people
survive.
if people choose not to eat it, then so be it. But who cares?
Yeah, people. This one's not as bad as dog with people. People fucking love horses, so
Yeah.
They do.
they're like afraid
I
of
think
this.
people who like horses fucking love horses.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. Like later in the article, they're saying something about how PETA would be like all up on this shit if it happened, of course, but they're all up on anything anyway. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
whatever.
Nuts.
I don't know.
Whining about
I kind of
cows.
I just want
cow
to
babies.
try every animal out there instead of eating the same fucking animals all the time. I just want to try I want to try rattlesnake. I want to try some gator. I want to try that
Gator.
stuff.
I've had
pretty good.
gator. It's not bad.
What's I mean, I don't want to eat like endangered animals and stuff like that because
Yeah, well, that's the only animal that
I want to eat them, but I won't.
But here's the thing: like tuna's going to be extinct if we keep eating it the way we do.
Yeah.
at this rate, but
At
at
this-
this point,
it's
it's not
being overfished.
endangered
Right.
or anything.
But no one gets mad about that. They
Because
eat
they're
tuna
fish. No
all
one
the
cares about
fucking
fish.
time.
That's why.
There's
Because
an
it's a fish.
overpopulation
Yeah, but
of
dolphins?
dogs, yeah.
Because it's solely.
What about
I'm telling you,
dolphins?
dolphins.
That's
are,
a mammal.
again, it's all cultural things.
Yes,
it's
it
completely
is.
cultural. It's the only reason.
So, what's the most exotic animal you guys have ever eaten?
Most exotic.
Most exotic
Or craziest
I've
animal or
eaten.
something like that?
Well, like I said, I've had gator and I liked it. It was kind of like, I mean, it tasted, as the old
like
saying goes,
seafoody-ish?
it tasted a lot like chicken, but it had a little tinge of like seafood taste, but not enough to make it taste like seafood. It was.
I had sea urchin. It was pretty gross.
I've
Was
had
it?
sea urchin too. I did not like it.
I've had sea urchin and I didn't like it very much, but it also wasn't good sea urchin. I've heard it's way different.
That's true.
I don't know though, because I've never had. That's like Brussels sprouts. When people overcook those, they taste like garbage. But then you have good ones.
I really want
to
to try blowfish because of the
'Cause you won't die.
intricacy. Well, the intricacy of preparing it. It's a delicacy, and apparently it's amazing if it's prepared well. But if it's not, you'll die from it. So it's like
It also
if
makes
that-
your mouth completely numb. too,
Yes, I've
which
heard
is
that.
Really weird.
Yeah, well, it's poison.
So much like Hot Pockets.
Yeah, that's a different.
Well, a different reason, but yeah,
I think that's warheads.
lava pockets.
Lava Pockets.
I don't think I've really ate anything super exotic in terms of types of meat or anything like that.
I've had bison burgers.
I've had
and
bison.
stuff.
Yeah.
that's
Bison's
all
alright.
I've had snails. I've had.
That's cargo.
If anyone,
had some
if any of our
bugs.
listeners have had anything really crazy, send us an email and let us know what you've eaten.
Yeah,
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 that'd be cool.
I'm interested to hear that.
Your weird stuff.
I've had bull testicles.
You guys like eat any live bugs
Yeah.
or anything like that?
They're deep fried.
They're not bad.
You guys ever eaten any live bugs or anything like that?
No.
I've had a bug, like a few
I've had
different types
bug.
of bugs.
My
But
my
they're
brother, he ate a live scorpion. That was pretty.
One thing I've heard that's amazing, it was actually Anthony Bourdain talked about on his show. There's these beetles in Africa that's like a delicacy there,
Yeah.
where they will take the beetle, pull the shell off, and they'll put a little bit of salt on
Yep.
it, and they'll just eat the inside of the beetle. And apparently it tastes amazing. That's what he said.
Huh.
It's fantastic. So
That episode's really funny because he eats an asshole.
yeah, he eats a pig's
Boars.
a boar's asshole that they didn't even clean it. They just squeezed the poop out of it and went, here you go, eat it.
Yep.
And he was like, this is the most disgusting thing I've ever had to eat in my life. He was like disturbed by it.
Yeah, so that's my segment. But one of the coolest animal eating scenes in a movie is, you ever seen Old Boy? He eats a live octopus. It's pretty cool.
That scene is fantastic too. It looks great. It looks awesome because it's like squirming and like grabbing at his face while he's eating it. A lot of animal rights groups got pissed about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, anything else?
Nope.
That was pretty good too. I like that one. So back to Ryan again.
Oh, great.
Fuck you, Mike. You don't get nothing.
That's fine.
You're doing 3 next week.
I'm doing 3.
We're going to talk about the Consumer Electronics Show, CES.
Okay, so
Got some gadgets.
We'll talk about the new TVs.
CES
OLEDs.
Consumer Electronics Show happens every year in Vegas. It's based.
Doesn't it happen at the same time as the adult film
Yes,
show?
it does.
thing?
It's on the top floor.
Someone said that at work. I'm like,
Yeah. Anyway, basically, all people who make electronics all over the world come and show off their new 3D televisions and stupid Android tablets that will never make it. And I went around and I looked at some of the stuff, and I tried to pick the stupidest of the stupid things that they had at CES.
They had to probably spend like at least $10,000 for a booth at CES.
Probably.
Just think about that.
Well, no,
to
you got to
advertise
think.
this product.
If you really want to think about all the people that they had mine the rare earth elements to get those,
Yeah.
and then they had all these people working slave labor conditions in China to make these stupid
It's
tablets
amazing.
that will go out with a fucking Android revision that's like 2 years old, and no one will buy it.
Yep.
Yeah, so slaves then get the materials, and then other basic slaves are almost like indentured servants, build the device,
Yeah.
and then they sell at Kmart for $100.
Yeah, probably. It gets discontinued after like 3 months. But anyway, I got a list here of some stupid stuff.
Depressing.
Yeah, stupid stuff that they had at. I'm going to start out actually with, if I can find it here. I'm going to start out with a sound clip I got from a video. This is at CES. This was Intel demoing DirectX 11 on Ivy Bridge unit. They're showing off. They're showing off like their new DirectX with this car racing game, and I'll just let the thing explain it.
Intel touted DirectX 11 support on upcoming Ultrabooks and attempted to demonstrate the technology using a racing game. But if you
Okay, so they're going to show this racing game. Okay,
Right.
But this is a great video. It's too bad no one can see the actual video, but.
look closely, you'll see it's video playback of the game rather than live gameplay.
So instead of actually playing the game, they recorded footage of the game and just pressed play on their keyboard.
Well, they could record
what? Yeah. that's-
footage of anything then. Doesn't even
Yeah,
matter.
I don't know why they were
Exactly.
The greatest part, the thing that makes this story funny though, listen to the stutter here when he presses play on the book. This guy's talking about it, who cares?
Focus, concentrate. 1, 2, 3, let's go.
It stuttered on playback. So, good job, Intel.
They couldn't have recorded another one that didn't stutter? I mean,
Well, they could have had a guy actually press play quickly and use, I don't know, solid state hard drive not to fucking do that.
Ultrabooks are notebooks.
Yeah.
Just thinner. There's no difference.
Ultrabook? I never even heard that.
Oh, yeah, this is the hot term.
If we're going to go,
Not going to matter.
if actually, if we're
What's
going
going to come after Ultrabook? What could be more Ultra?
Uberbook.
Yeah. It's like when Nintendo 64 is supposed to be called Ultra Nintendo. Like, well, we can't do anything after that, so I guess we can't do
Mega Super Duper Book.
Enema book. Stick it up your ass.
Continue.
Cooler Masters, they make different
Yeah.
PC stuff. They decided to make a heatsink with a computer built on your heatsink. So exhibit jokes aside, why would you ever need a second computer?
What? Wait, what? Say
There's
that
a
again.
picture here. I have a picture right here. It's too bad. I'll put this on the links to the site. It's a heatsink. So you put this inside your computer.
Right.
This heatsink, in the heatsink, has a computer. There's a motherboard and chips and everything. And there's like HDMI out with USB in and stuff.
What is the practical purpose of it?
I have no fucking clue.
What is the
Make
cost
a really
of this?
small PC. Is that why?
Inside of your PC?
But yeah,
though.
it's a PC inside of a PC.
Yeah.
What is the cost of this thing?
They did not say the cost. They never say cost.
Of course they
CS
did.
and stuff. But it comes with an AMD E350 processor.
That's garbage.
Comes with two USB 3.0 and two USB 2.0. Why would they ever?
What I just
That's
don't
built-in
get-
Wi-Fi.
I just don't get what it could be used for because how would you even access it from? That's so confusing to me. I'm so
I think that
confused.
you're supposed to make a really small, tower around that heatsink.
Well, good luck replacing parts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you
So Asus, they have their Pad phone. I don't know. It's an Android phone.
Oh yeah, I
Okay.
saw that. Whatever.
So the cool thing about this Android phone is you can also buy the tablet that comes with it, and you put your phone in the back of this tablet, shut the little door, and then it works as a tablet. Why would you ever use this? You have your phone, which you could use, but you could also put it in this tablet thing, which, by the way, doesn't work without the phone in it.
Right,
So what's the fucking point? It's just a bigger screen at that point.
Yeah, that's like those docks for your phone that turn it into
Yeah,
a
the
laptop.
web tops or
why don't you just
whatever.
have a laptop then? Your phone's not faster than a laptop, so why?
Yeah, they perform like garbage.
That's stupid.
So we got more. We have Samsung with their WF457 Wi-Fi washer and dryer combo. This is a washer and dryer for your clothes that comes with basically I don't know if they said it was there's some kind of firmware. It comes with this huge like 8-inch touchscreen on it. But the cool thing about this is you can hook it up with Wi-Fi to the internet, and using their app, you can turn on with your phone.
Yeah.
Why would you ever need it?
Do you have a robot that also puts the clothes in for you?
Exactly. Does it have that Rosie from the Jetsons too? Does she come around and more?
This is they were talking about this when I worked at AT&T. They want to put Wi-Fi in your fridge, right? Samsung.
Yeah.
It was the guy.
Samsung also has a Wi-Fi fridge, actually.
Right. But there's a little sneaky shit with that, too, which they aren't telling you about. The Wi-Fi, right now they say it's for convenience because it can tell you when you're almost out of stuff. But really what it's about is they want to track
what foods you have.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they can send you ads that relate to the foods that you buy.
Yes.
Or they could send you like a competitor. So if you buy Parquet butter, they'll send you a thing for Orlando Lakes. It's
really
weird.
stupid.
It's fucking stupid.
Why would someone put that in their own house? I don't understand that. It's like I want people to watch me. I want people watching me.
I want people to tell me when I'm geolocated at a grocery store. It goes, "Yo, dog, you need some milk." Just to let you know. Oh, thank you. I needed milk.
Moving on.
Cow babies.
There was a bunch of really stupid televisions doing stupid things. Smart televisions. Google had one with a huge ass remote that had Netflix button on it.
Yeah.
Just in case you ever have a Netflix account.
In case you're too
I'm about to
stupid to
get rid of
load up
mine,
Netflix.
Yeah. There's
unrelated.
there's a bunch of other stupid laptops that are coming out. Actually, Vizio, the shitty TV maker, is going to make a laptop now, so that's cool.
That'll be good.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Sure.
I got to say, Vizio, their TV's got a lot better because I used to own a Vizio.
Silent Roommate had a TV in our house, and that's what we used for like 3 years.
That was Olivia.
Yeah, that's
That
not
was Olivia.
Vizio.
Yeah, Olivia's 100 times
it's
worse
way
than
worse.
Vizio.
I was getting my crappy TV makers confused.
Yeah, they're not too crappy anymore now.
Well, the big thing was the OLED TVs.
Well,
If you leaned on it, not right. Oh no, you got a call.
Yeah, his girlfriend calls when his phone was hooked up. Good job, you ruined my segment.
It's ruined.
Speaking of ruining
they
things,
played out of here and not out through the thing.
Intel made a Nikise laptop, which apparently, so think you have a laptop in front of you, like a normal size laptop.
Okay.
And then normally they have the keyboard in like the back section. In front of you, there's like the touchpad, and there's like just nothing,
Right.
Because that's
Yeah.
where the battery's
Yeah.
stored. Well, Intel decided it was a great idea to make that whole section where you put your hands be a touchpad that's see-through. You can see straight through your laptop. Now, the reason for doing this is because when you shut your laptop, you can now have it has like a quick launch thing of different things that you can see through to the back of your laptop on.
That's so stupid.
Yeah. So basically, say you're carrying your laptop around, you can then turn your laptop over, so you're looking at the underside of it,
Right.
basically. See through to the screen, which is on, by the way, which probably will destroy your battery life. Use the touchscreen on it to bring up a web browser. And then if you really wanted to, you could open it up and put this down, which would be the most awkward thing.
This is fucking retarded.
It's really dumb.
By the way, it's completely see-through, so that whole, the first third of the bottom of your laptop, which
Is
you
RAM
can use to put batteries or,
processor.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing there. It's just empty.
Huh?
It's
Yeah, it has
see-through.
to- it
It's
has to be
see-through.
see-through
It's
so you
clear
can see the
glass.
screen.
Well, where do they put the stuff?
No, they just shove it into the other section. They're just wasting space, basically.
That's silly.
That's so dumb. I don't understand why anyone would design that.
Microsoft had a press conference, obviously.
I think that's being generous.
Yeah.
It's one of the lamest things.
So they did something at their press conference. I'm not going to even preference this. We're just going to go straight into it. Here's something that happened at their press conference.
Everyone can go ahead and watch the LSU Bama game. I watched the Microsoft CES keynote. #nerd alert.
So this guy, they brought in a choir, and they decided to just read off tweets about Microsoft at CES. This goes on for like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, I've heard enough of that.
Yeah.
So
I thought by the way, when I read about that, I thought they were joking.
No.
I thought it was
That
a
sounds,
joke.
that sounds like an Onion article.
Yeah. when it was real, I was like, what? This is the most
So
confusing thing.
stupid.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid.
Another good Microsoft one. So Microsoft's trying to push out its Windows Phone 7 or whatever the hell the new Nokia stuff is with it.
ELOP.
Yeah, and Microsoft was offering $100 to people that could beat the Windows Phone at a speed test, like based on if you had an iPhone or an Android, you go next to them and do stuff. So the test basically is you stood next to this guy with the phone, and then using Wi-Fi because they want to make it an equal playing field, you would take a picture of someone and upload it to Twitter. Okay. Well, people were having trouble because Microsoft defined winning it by basically when your phone said upload complete. But the thing is,
They were connected to a Wi-Fi connection.
Well, for whatever reason, the Wi-Fi connection was denying the uploads. So, while Android phones and Apple phones were hanging and saying like, "Oh, this, your upload isn't working," the Windows phone was just like, "Okay, it's done," even though it never showed up. So
that's
Wow.
insane.
Wow.
yeah, when confronted on this, Microsoft said they were doing nothing wrong. Of course.
Yeah, of course.
So, my favorite though, this is the one that's the best, I think, in total, the worst idea at CES. So Razer, R-A-Z-E-R, that makes all these pro gaming mice and shit. They decided to make this thing called Project Fiona, which is a gaming tablet PC hybrid.
Oh.
What?
Okay,
Gaming tablet?
So let me
tablet PC hybrid.
Let me explain this to you so you don't understand it. So take a tablet, I don't know, kind of looks like take like an iPad in portrait mode.
Right.
Okay. Then take those PlayStation Move controllers. I don't know if you've seen the like cylindrical objects with thumbsticks on both sides with buttons below it. Strap both of those on, like hard connected to the side of this thing. So you're holding it in front of you, like it's like a steering wheel or something. And you play games on this thing. By the way, they were saying that this thing got extraordinarily hot.
Of course.
Yeah. But you can also, using their dock, put it on the table, plug it in, and use a mouse and keyboard to play your games.
Have you seen our new prototype? You just hold this giant thing in front of you.
This hot fire box.
This is great.
Here's a picture of it. We'll have a link to it obviously on the website. It looks as stupid as it sounds.
That looks terrible.
They were playing games on the games. They look decent, I guess. I don't know what the resolution and what it looked like really, but what is the battery life on this thing?
Oh yeah, it's probably like an hour. It's probably like an hour.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
I find it funny that Razer, who came into the business by making gaming mice, makes something that doesn't use a mouse.
Well, no, it does use a mouse. You put this in the dock and you can hook up your mouse and keyboard.
Do that. That's
Well,
retarded.
they show.
Well, no one's gonna buy it because it's never gonna come out.
Oh yeah, that too.
It'll never come out.
That's such a bad idea.
But it has motion sensing controls and force feedback and touchscreen capabilities.
I don't know what these companies
Yeah, that's
are.
great. Are the games supporting that? The PC games have stuff.
Well, the
built
thing
in
is,
that?
the thing is, like they're making it so if it runs on Windows, it's supposed to run on this.
I
I
don't
don't know
get why
what kind of magic they're using.
I don't get why a company would want to bring that to CES. It just makes you look like an idiot having something like that.
The cherry on top. It supports 7.1 Dolby surround sound.
Oh, good.
Now,
7.1 in when you're holding it in front of your face.
Speakers, yeah.
That's
Great.
So, congrats to CES for making me hate everything electronic related. I mean,
for another year.
Yeah.
I don't know. Those OLEDs look pretty good.
Just when you start being interested again, CES will come around next year and you'll hate it again.
It's so depressing because I was looking up the comments for some of these suggestions, and the comments on some of these are like, "This looks amazing. I'm gonna buy one day one," and shit like that. It's like,
I have too much money.
Do you
Fuck
really
that money?
Do you really
throw it
need
at them?
Fucking a washer and dryer that hooks up to the internet. I mean, is that necessary?
Hey, do you want to start your washer? I got to put clothes in it first.
If you're nerdy enough to show up at CES, you probably don't need a washer and dryer to begin with.
Yeah. Anyway, that's CES. There'll be links on the website if you want to go look at these monstrosities.
Yeah,
All
well,
right.
the only good thing I saw at CES was the red cameras. Those were pretty nice.
Yeah, the red cameras though.
Yeah.
But the problem with the red cameras is it's a 4K camera. Does anyone own a 4K TV? Can HDMI support?
They were
4K?
showing. By the way, I saw the guy that owns Red talk about that. He goes, "4K is right around the corner." It's like, yeah, it's right around.
Dude,
so they're going to start broadcasting in 4K.
Here's the thing about that though. HDMI can barely support 1080p data streams.
We're
4K.
on a tangent here. Let's go.
So stupid.
All right, so that's some good CES information. I really hope that Razer thing comes out so that I can completely ignore it. And we're just about to move on to the top 10, which, as I said before, is the first time we've ever done a top 10. Usually,
So many stupid fucking things came out this
before
week.
Before we start it, I said I wanted to mention, there's like a little honorable mention here. Today I got a thing in the mail. Well, I guess yesterday we got a thing in the mail, which, yesterday would be, the 13th of January.
Yeah.
And I received a thing in the mail from USPS, a little card that says, "Cheer, save time this holiday. Ship in mail where you shop." Now, that does not instill a whole lot of faith to me in UPS's ability to get stuff there in time when they're sending me things about sending holiday gifts.
To be fair, they probably outsourced that to some ad agency or something, and they just sent it late.
Where, in fucking Mongolia? Why is it getting here, literally almost a month after Christmas? Makes no sense. All right, well, let's just do the top 10. Let's hear it.
Okay, so, no movie segment this week, but we'll do one next week if anything actually comes out.
Yeah, nothing good this week.
So, anyways, top 10. The first one, I don't know if this really deserves to be on the list, but this shit's just funny.
Yeah.
So, anti-Asian fast food receipt racism. Woman went to a Papa John's. She was Asian. Mm-hmm. And you know how in Papa John's, when your order's ready, if you're picking something up, it has your name on it. So if it was you, would say Benson.
Someone sent us this email, right?
No.
I
found it.
Yeah, maybe someone did. I didn't see anything.
It's on Consumerist or something.
Yeah.
Well, the woman wasn't she like an editor of the Consumerist or something?
No, she was a PR exec that has a huge Twitter following.
All right, tell us.
So, anyways, the name the person wrote is Lady Chinky Eyes.
That's what they wrote on her receipt.
They had to give her a copy of this and just went, "Here you go." And then, the person that probably wrote Lady Chinky Eyes gave it to her, too.
But the person who wrote Lady Chinky Eyes didn't remember that it prints the name on the receipt. That's why. Because this is...
Really?
Yes, because this is a string of events. There have been other ones that have the same problem. And they're all racist.
They're mostly against Asians, which is
funny.
It's
fun. I don't know why.
But...
They look different.
I thought that shit was funny.
Oh, it's funny that it said Lady Chinky Eyes.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you, 10? The fuck, are you serious?
Great delivery, great pizza, Lady Chinky Eyes.
Okay, number 9.
Number 9. Marines urinate on Taliban corpse.
This is number 9, by the way, guys.
Yeah, this is number 9. You know why this is number 9, though? Because is this really worse than bombing kids on purpose like we did last week? I mean, they bomb people on purpose. Really, you're peeing on them. It's almost like, you killed them.
They're already dead.
Yeah,
but it's fucked up that that they would do that because it's very disrespectful. But at the same time, how much do we respect other nations?
I think it's funny that people, a lot of people are outraged by this. Like, even people who are very far right. But when we bomb innocent civilians, they don't care. They're just like, oh, well, you got to crack a few eggs, fuck those brown people. But here, they're upset, and I think it's because there's no excuse here.
No, that's not why. There's one reason, and it's very simple.
Because pee's gross?
And no, it's because we have, as you said, there's no excuse, but more so to the international community, it makes us look like savages and idiots.
Yeah, that's true.
And to them, we've spent, our American PR, our government PR has spent a ton of time and money trying to make the Taliban look like savages. So when we do shit like that, it makes it turns the tables on us. That's why, in my opinion, anyway.
Well, number 8, Bill Daley stepping down as chief staff of the White House.
Yeah.
Right. He was a very controversial pick because he used to run, Chase Bank.
Because he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's an asshole. He also bankrupted Chicago forever. So not someone you probably want to run. He actually got promoted, by the way. He's running the campaign now. So that's what he's doing now.
Thank God.
Basically, so he can get shill money from Wall Street. But anyways, they replaced him. They wanted to bring someone in, with a little bit more reputation. So they got this guy named, his last name's Liu. So I'll just call him Mr. Liu, known as Jack Liu, I guess. That's what they call him.
Should call him Jackal.
He worked as an executive for Citigroup and actually was a major person involved in the bailout of Citigroup. So he structured it.
Right.
Helped structure the bailout of Citigroup after the crash.
So meet the new boss.
Yeah, meet the new boss.
Yeah, exactly.
So this guy, by the way, he's totally against regulation. He's totally against,
Of course.
Any commodities,
This is
regulation, anything like that.
This is what we were talking about before the podcast for like a minute, which was what I said, that the reason Obama's a shitty president isn't really because of his policies, which a lot of which I don't agree with, but more so, I'm fine with someone whose policies I don't necessarily agree with, but he is the worst president I've ever seen at picking cabinet members and just anyone on his staff. He's terrible at it. He picks people that will not help anything and are just detrimental to whatever they're involved in. I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me.
I don't pay attention to that, so I have no idea.
It's America.
Yeah.
Because if you do and
Exactly.
get upset.
Yeah.
That's what
like,
happens.
Great,
Yeah.
fuck you.
It drives you nuts. It drives you nuts, and then you can't do anything about it.
Well, now on to more important things. Pepsi says Mountain Dew can dissolve a mouse carcass.
This one's actually kind of funny. So a guy apparently allegedly found a
Doesn't
mouse.
Pepsi own Mountain Dew?
Yeah.
Yes, that's why.
He found.
Yeah, no.
They had
There's
to-
a
they had to
reason.
fess
There's an
up.
explanation.
Yeah, it's great.
So apparently, allegedly the guy found a mouse carcass in a Mountain Dew can. He got angry about it. He took the mouse carcass, mailed it to Pepsi, saying, "Hey, look what I found." And first off, that's a stupid thing. to
Yeah,
do.
well, go on. I'm going to
But
talk about that.
Regardless, Pepsi put out a thing that said that can't be true because Mountain Dew would dissolve a mouse carcass.
Yeah, that was actually their argument.
That was their argument.
Yeah, they said
Yeah.
it would turn into a jelly-like substance.
Yeah, like a goo. and
So I don't know who's stupider, Pepsi for saying that, or the guy
Pepsi
for
is smarter.
the guy for sending
mailing
it,
the
'cause,
evidence.
You know, that's what I said to you when you first sent that to me. I said, "Oh yeah, I saw this dead body that I'm pretty sure my neighbor killed her," and I was like, "Well, I brought it to his door, and I was like, hey, you might want to hide this evidence because I found this thing." And I just hide it, just so you don't get. Because why would he send it to him if he's planning to go against them?
Yeah.
You don't send them the one incriminating thing you have against them. What are you
How
doing?
could that happen anyway? It's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it could or not. There's
Well,
been some
maybe
weird.
how
There's been
it's
some weird
canned.
things.
Yeah, they can't.
There's been
probably
weird
so.
things found inside of. I mean, my grandma once found a worm inside of a Progresso can. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happens,
Chicken
but
heads
somehow.
and KFC stuff, same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty.
What does that
funny
say about Mountain Dew, though? What do you people that drink that? What are they doing
it's
to
battery
their
acid. It's fucking awful for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
slurm?
Code
but
red.
what can you expect? I mean, the CEO, I think it was the top 5 or was close to, where the girl said that Cheetos aren't bad for you because they're made from corn. This is the same company. That person runs this, so of course they're like, well, just tell them it would turn into a jelly, so they wouldn't even fucking know if they drank it.
Well,
They were all drinking rats all the time. Who knows?
At the end of the article, the writer of the article said, "Well, I don't know what the truth is here, but I know that Pepsi says that. I'm not putting any Mountain Dew in my system. Listen, guy, you shouldn't be putting Mountain Dew in your system anyway, because that stuff is fucking disgusting."
And guess what? What are you going to drink instead? Coke? It's the
Yeah,
same
exactly.
thing. It's all
Yeah.
doing the
It's
same
all
thing.
the same.
Yeah.
So
It's not the flavoring that makes them dissolve into jelly.
that one is definitely the funniest one
Yeah.
this week.
So number 6, CNN needs to learn what cheating means. So this was the top story on CNN. I went to CNN's top story. Said, AC360 expose.
What? Did you say words there? Say that again.
No.
AC360.
It was saying basically, it said exclusive story.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean Allison? Whatever his name is.
Anderson Cooper.
Anderson Cooper.
Anderson
yeah.
Vanderbilt. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Adrian
anyways,
Peterson, is that what you're going to
Yeah.
say?
Adrian Peterson.
360.
All right.
Just him crippled.
Shut up. Go.
Anyways, God damn it. So the story, let me just read the first paragraph because I want to see if you guys think this is cheating.
Read it.
For years, doctors around the country taking an exam to become board certified in radiology have cheated by memorizing test questions and then creating sophisticated banks of what are known as recalls. So what they're doing is they're taking a test with questions on it. For radiology, a very important job.
Yes.
Should be tested.
Unimportant.
And they go home and they go, I remember these questions. I'm going to post them on this board to help people in the future
Know what to study for.
Know what to
Right.
study for. Is that cheating?
No.
Well,
No, it's not.
It's not cheating. You're right. I mean, if you're studying for what's on the test, that's the entire point of it. I mean, there's no.
Okay, so Kaplan makes SAT things, right?
Right.
What questions do they give out? old SAT questions.
Yeah.
And then what does the SAT do? They make new SAT questions.
That's all you have to do. That's exactly what we were saying.
I think it's kind of cheating if the test has the exact same wording as the questions he puts
up. Is that the fault of
up.
the people? Would they even think that was the
case?
Is the guy taking pictures of his test to write down the exact question?
No.
Oh, well, if he's just memorizing what it's about.
Here's the thing.
That's not cheating at all.
Here's the thing, though. Even if he had a thing that said, this is every question I got, exactly, verbatim, word for word, and all the fucking answers, and that still doesn't mean anything because their fucking testing board should be changing the answers every single year.
Also, they should have a bank of questions that's larger
every
than the
single
test.
fucking high school who has a state exam in America has to change their questions every year, then I would hope that the fucking radiology board, people who are looking at my fucking x-rays and shit.
Let's blast me with radiation.
Exactly. They're fucking
my cancer treatment.
hitting me with radiation, giving me chemo. I would hope to God that they fucking know the answers.
For how to do chemo. I didn't say how to do chemo.
And also, okay, if there's 300 questions on the test, have 3,000 or 4,000, and then alternate the questions just like every other normal test.
My middle school teachers were able to do those fucking Scantron tests with different question keys.
Yeah.
So if they can do that, why can't the fucking radiology board?
Well, it also proves that the Hippocratic Oath means nothing at all because these people. Why would you want to pass a test by cheating? Because if you fuck up, you're going to get malpractice lawsuits, and you're going to never go out of debt in the rest of your life.
All right,
so why would you not want to know this shit?
Yeah.
So number 5, U.S. Supreme Court rules that consumer credit card claims must be handled in arbitration. So what this means is before, well, actually it was a point of contention. It's been going up to the appeals court for years. But credit card, let's say someone charged you $10,000 on your card that you didn't do it wasn't your fault, right? And you're like, whoa, I don't want to pay this, so I don't deserve to pay this. Well, instead of going to court, small claims court, something like that, they went, no, well, according to your agreement, it goes to arbitration, and they picked the arbitrator, the credit card company, and arbitration has been found 90-10 to go for the person you're arbitrating against. So it's completely rigged. You'll never win in arbitration. So people brought this up in their courts and said, this isn't fair. This should be a court case. And I should be able to do a civil court case. Well, it went up to the Supreme Court, the masters, the geniuses on our Supreme Court, and they went, no, they should all be allowed to be in arbitration.
What was their justification for it?
They said you basically signed a legal agreement saying that it's arbitration, and I think what you said, which there's always a hidden meaning.
I had not actually heard of this segment. The reason I thought the courts were saying that because they wanted to clear out the courts for different.
No,
cases.
they can't do that. That's not a legitimate reason to do something. That they have to give a reason, and so that's legal. That's not a legal reason. That's a convenience reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically. If they charge you too much, it's going to arbitration. They'll pick your arbitrator, and you will probably lose. So, great. That's awesome.
Right.
Number 4. 300 Chinese Foxconn workers threaten mass suicide at Xbox plant.
I think the title just pretty much says that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Number 3.
Foxconn has been having trouble with their workers.
I got a little joke. We won't even talk about this one because it's pretty self-explanatory. I got a little joke for you, though. What do you call it when Xbox creator dies?
What's that?
It's called a red ring. Okay, move on.
That's terrible.
Number 3.
I made it up right now. Who cares?
Number 3. Should the New York Times be a truth vigilante? By the way, that's the headline. That's the name of the article. This is by the New York Times.
So this is number 3. Should the New York Times do their job?
Right. Truth vigilante. But what that means, if you're not understanding what truth vigilante is, that means when someone tells them something, they go, well, is that actually the truth? Should I investigate this?
Should journalists be journalists?
Should I use objective facts to see if the statement is correct?
Should I provide counterpoints to someone I'm interviewing?
But it's totally true, though. That's where journalism's gone now. It's not about questioning the facts. It's about putting out every piece of information you can possible, whether it's true or not, and let it stick. Just hope that it sticks.
Yeah, see number 1 on our list.
This is an editor. This is an editor for the New York Times. This is what he said. This message was typical of mail from readers who, fed up with the distortions and evasions that are common in public life, looked to the Times to set the record straight. So basically, they hate the subjective look when someone obviously did something criminal or something like that, and they're not presenting that point.
Right.
They worry less about the reporters imposing their judgment on what is false and what is true. Is that a prevailing view? And if so, how can the Times do this in a way that's objective and fair? If someone's lying to you, it's fair to point out that they are lying.
Yeah, it's called being a journalist. That's what journalists do. They sort out facts from what they're told, and then they report the truth. Right. But they don't. That's what they're supposed to be.
It's easy to just write opinion pieces.
Yeah, exactly. You do that your whole life.
All they are is stenographers. They just copy things.
Yeah, exactly.
They give them copy. They copy it down, and then they get paid.
And everyone else is circle jerks around it, and everyone else believes it.
Yep, it's true. All right.
Number two. Kansas GOP House Speaker prays that Obama's children be fatherless and his wife a widow.
Yes. So, Mike O'Neill from Kansas. This is the House Speaker of Kansas. So this guy is a high-ranking person. He sent out an email to other people in the House, other House Republicans, basically saying this psalm. He sent them a psalm saying this is exactly word for word how I feel about Obama. Basically, that's what he said, and he literally said word for word.
He might not have that accent.
No, he's from Kansas. That's probably not.
I
don't even know what. Yeah. But here are, it's called Psalm 109, and here are a couple lines from it. Let his days be few and let another take his office. Okay. Well,
that may not be death.
May his children be fatherless and his wife a widow. May his children be wandering beggars. May they be driven from their ruined homes. So not only does he want Obama to die, he wants the children of Obama to be poor their entire lives and for their homes to be ruined and destroyed. This guy, okay, now...
This guy needs to learn how to manage and create reasonable goals.
Well, he just replies all back, oh, sorry guys, put the wrong song.
The one thing that I was talking about with this is that if a normal American, like a police officer, hears you say, I wish I could kill the president. You would go to jail. You would get arrested. You might not get charged, maybe. But you would
I could kill the president.
Would definitely get arrested. Well, so when this guy says he wants Obama dead, how is it legal for this rich white asshole in Kansas to say it, but not anyone else? It's fucking bullshit. And this guy should honestly be arrested for saying that if everyone else is going to. Now, I don't think they should be in the first place.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
But then again, this guy also in the same week had to apologize to Michelle Obama for referring to her as Mrs. Yo Mama. So this man is clearly...
I'm not a racist.
Oh my God, how do these people become politicians?
Yeah, Speaker of the House in Kansas.
This is why I don't pay attention to politics at all.
And so...
Okay, instead you pay attention to sports.
Yeah.
With all the brilliance this week, this is
easily number one.
Oh yeah.
Tim Tebow coverage.
Tim Tebow.
The coverage.
Dude, okay, so after... I'll just say this isn't even what you wrote on there, but after they won the game the playoff game last week against the Steelers, I went to 10 websites, media websites, just to see how many front pages he'd be on. He was on the front page of all of them. All of them. Like anything, CNN, Fox News, NFL, anything like that.
Today I was on CNN, top story was player versus prayer. This was the top story. And it said, Tom Brady is the quarterback every high school kid wants to be.
You mean Tim Tebow?
No, I'm setting it up.
Tom Brady. Okay.
Tom Brady is the quarterback every high school kid wants to be.
That's who he plays today.
Right.
Yeah.
But Tim Tebow is the quarterback that everyone's high school's kid's mom wants to be.
Wants them to be.
Yeah.
Okay, that's stupid.
That was the top article.
Yeah, maybe CNN. If they're fucking Christians.
So we're recording this on Saturday before they play the Patriots. We don't know the outcome yet. So
yeah, that's a good thing.
I hope the plane crashes.
I also found an article on the front page of NFL.com. It said, "What if Tim Tebow married a celebrity?" I'm like, "Oh, this is so stupid." So I clicked on it, but it said, "What if Tim Tebow married a celebrity? What would his kids look like?" So they had fake. Yes, they had fake mock.
Oh my God!
They had fake mock pictures of kids, like with him with Kardashian.
There was one that was so funny. I can't remember who it was.
Selena Gomez was the last one. I was like, "What?"
It had, that's
gross. She's like 17 or something.
She's like 18, I think.
And there was one of them. That was one of them that said, if they had a baby, it would look just like Justin Bieber.
Oh yeah, that was
I was
Michelle Bachmann.
Yes, Michelle Bachmann. I'm like, there's not even a joke. I don't get the
what-
joke.
how-
There's
Somebody sat down, had some like weird fantasy in their head, masturbated for like 2 hours, and then wrote that article.
They wrote some Tebow fan.
This was a front page article on NFL.com during the NFL playoffs.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
I'd like to see. I would like fans actually to see. I want to see if there are Tebow fanfics.
Oh my God.
I want someone to
that's
send.
good.
Don't write it yourself. I want to see
They
someone
should
send
be
it
sexual though, because he's a virgin. No, he's not. But he said, "No fucking way." There's no way.
Yeah.
That guy has women thrown at him.
He's been raped by people in Florida, probably.
in. He's almost tipped over.
But the real question is
tipping cherries.
Tebow's so good because of his devotion to God, right? I mean, that's why he's a good
That's
quarterback.
why.
Yeah, exactly. Because this is actually what made me want to pick it number one. Now you haven't heard this yet, Alex.
Well, who is the poll that did this?
It's
Did it say who?
It's Amazon. It's Amazon polling. They have polling business. I don't know, but they got.
I don't want to know how reputable that is.
This is 1,100 registered voters of various sections. So of people that know Tim Tebow, do you believe that any of Tim Tebow's success can be attributed to divine intervention? So let me say this in simpler terms. Do you believe that Angels in the Outfield is a real movie?
Assuming that you know who Tim.
Well, he wouldn't have won.
Only if that.
Well, he wouldn't have won in the playoffs because God can't help in the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't even know
That's a rule in Angels of the Outfield.
So try to guess the percentage that said yes.
I'm gonna guess.
Would I guess? I'm gonna guess 60.
I'm gonna
'Cause you
guess.
guys
I'm gonna guess 65. And the reason I say that so many people do it is because we could be wrong because we don't know either.
Yeah.
But the reason so many people do it is because those are the people who are searching for Tim Tebow. That's
No,
why.
this was a poll where they walked to people.
Oh, okay.
So-
well, continue then.
Anyways, so 42% said no. They listened to this question and went, "No, I do not think God
cares about football."
allowed." Yeah, I don't think God
carry this football.
I don't think God intervened on his playoff game against Ben Roethlisberger. And 43% said yes, he did.
Ridiculous.
Now here's the best part: whites are actually the smartest with this. Only 38% of them said, "Yeah, I believe this." 60% of black people believed it.
Wow.
But here's the real problem.
Damn it.
81% of Hispanics.
What?
believed it. Yeah.
I want to. The
Okay.
thing though, I want to know is like based on those racial groupings, how many of the white people, the black people,
Mostly
Hispanics,
white people.
how many of them are actually religious in the first place? Because
That would be good to know.
I don't know if it's true or not, but it's a kind of a stereotype that Hispanics would be more religious.
Yeah.
There are a lot of Catholics.
Oh, yeah, well, there are also stereotypes that more Hispanics love the Raiders, and the Raiders fucking hate the Broncos, so there you go.
I don't know.
Okay, so I gotta say, I've always been for immigration in this country, but because of this one poll, they all need to go back to Mexico. All of you. 81% of you. 81% of you really think that you don't deserve to be in this country anymore. Because there's no way this country can ever recover from that stupidity.
I don't know if
That's
you ever
so
watched,
stupid.
If you ever watched a football game, but 90% of players who score a touchdown look up at the sky and point to God. It's not just Tim Tebow.
Oh, I know.
So what? He only helps Tim Tebow?
Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
because
it's,
he's white.
it's just silly to begin with because if you think God is an all-knowing, all-powerful being,
He's spending his time helping Tim
why
Tebow.
why does he give a fuck about American football?
Yeah, but what's great too is my wife Ellie actually showed me this article, are these pictures of it, showed the mass graves, and it said no divine intervention, and then it showed Tim Tebow, and it's divine intervention. And then it
Yeah,
had,
exactly.
The Cambodian summer or whatever it's called, the massacres and stuff. But yeah,
So Tim Tebow dying of fire.
Well, you know what? I don't like Tim Tebow. I think
It's not really his-
but
no,
it's
it's
not
the media.
him.
It's not his
totally
fault.
the
It's
media's
the media
fault.
doing it. So
He doesn't say no though.
Well,
he can't.
you can't. Yeah, if he did that, that would put
He's
him.
actually
he's not
pretty,
Kobe, so.
He's pretty lame in interviews. All he does is go "Yeah, well, I hope we win the game."
Yeah, he's pretty.
You know?
Yeah, he's not really.
What,
he
you
doesn't.
saying he's not smart?
He's probably pretty smart.
Well, if you're going to
actually.
get that much attention, honestly, you should talk a lot of shit though, because that'd be funnier. But he's not going to because he's Christian.
Because he's lame.
Christian.
A little more so.
All right, so that was episode 33 of the Tipping 40s podcast.
Great Larry
Thank
Bird.
you for listening to us, and if you want to send us a email, do so at podcast@tipping40s.com or leave a voicemail at 218-666-8407. Thanks for listening.
Go Niners.
Thank you.
Diggity dog. Breaking. 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 Diggity